Right now, the Middle East is boiling over. With shipping routes through the Strait of Hormuz effectively bottlenecked, Brent crude has spiked to $109 a barrel. Normally, a shock of this magnitude hits the Kenyan economy almost immediately. Historically, a sudden jump in global oil prices has translated to instant fare hikes, rising manufacturing costs, and runaway inflation on supermarket shelves. Yet today, the pumps in Nairobi tell a different story. Despite the international volatility, the price of superpetrol has remained frozen at exactly 178 shillings and 28 cents. The Kenyan state has effectively decoupled the daily lives of its citizens from the chaos of the global energy market. This stability is the result of a deliberate policy shift. In 2023, Kenya moved away from the volatile open tender system and established the government-to-government, or G2G, framework. The mechanics are straightforward. Instead of over 100 oil marketers competing for US dollars to pay for immediate shipments, the government now secures fuel directly from Gulf state giants on a 180-day credit cycle. This shift in timing has a measurable impact. According to government data, the shilling's monthly depreciation rate slowed significantly after the deal took effect, falling from a high of 3% to just 1%. This provided a critical buffer against the speculative panic that many feared would send the currency into freefall. But even the most sophisticated financial shield has a physical limit. Geopolitical tensions trapped a massive 114.7 million-liter consignment from Enoch directly in Dubai. While macroeconomic policy can protect a currency from market sentiment, it cannot instantly fix a physically frozen shipping route. On April 2nd, the reality of the supply strain became public.
Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mabadi informed Parliament that the country was down to just 16 days of petrol stock in reserve. In the energy sector, a few powerful insiders saw this low stock reality as a lucrative opportunity for sabotage. The plan involved a sophisticated data manipulation scheme. By faking stock numbers, these officials created the illusion of an impending total collapse, hoping to trigger an emergency threshold that would allow them to bypass the G2G deal entirely. That's when the MV Paloma arrived. This vessel carried 60,000 tons of superpetrol, secured outside the standard framework through local importer One Petroleum. The financial cost of this cargo was staggering. Invoiced at an exorbitant 198,000 shillings per ton, this illegal fuel would have forced an immediate 14 shilling per liter price hike on the public. This multi-billion shilling scheme met its end at the bottom of a test tube. Institutional rigor proved to be the country's most effective line of defense against high-level corruption. The state's response was immediate. DCI investigators initiated a series of raids, leading to the high-profile arrests and resignations of top energy executives, including the heads of KPC and EPRA. The government also moved against broader market manipulation, ordering oil marketing companies to release any fuel being withheld, and warning that hoarding would be treated as a breach of licensing. Simultaneously, officials began addressing the structural risks identified by the IMF and Treasury. Specifically, they looked at how the current deal concentrated procurement among a few major players, creating a lack of market competition. This feedback loop is already resulting in policy changes. The government is planning a phased wind-down of the G2G deal, with a portion of future procurement returning to an open tender system. These events show a dual capability: the ability to ruthlessly catch corrupt actors while actively reforming the policies they attempted to exploit. The scale of this victory is significant. Kenya navigated global shipping closures, a regional war, and deep-seated internal corruption without its citizens suffering a single day of fuel shortages or price hikes. With the upcoming KPC IPO, this level of accountability is essential. Exposing bad actors now directly protects the value of the shares that will soon be held by ordinary Kenyan investors. Ultimately, national resilience is built through vigilance. It requires citizens to trust, demand, and fiercely protect the institutional watchdogs that just proved they can keep the country running under pressure.